Hey guys, welcome back to the Nets, the home of unbiased views. So, like always, we'll do a post match of all the games that are happening Saturday. What's your take on the big game that happened? At last, the student won. So, how does it feel?
Well, before we go anywhere, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you're coming in for the first time, this is a channel Back to the Nets where we talk about cricket and cricket that happens worldwide as well as different leagues, different, we'll be covering all those things going forward. But yeah, today's game, as was expected, it might show that it went in all the way till the 18th over, but it was a massive victory. And considering Mumbai is a belter of a track, Dhoni actually superseded my expectations. I didn't really expect Chennai to make 160 plus, but nonetheless, they made 180, and with the due factor, consider that to be 160. But nonetheless, good game. Revival of Prithvi Shaw.
That's like a different topic altogether. But the way even Chennai played, so the first two deliveries were gem of deliveries that got these guys out, right? Got both the openers out. So the thing which Dhoni mentioned at the post-match presentation was really very strange, wherein for the first time I saw him complain about the due factor. So how big a difference do you think will that make going forward for all Bombay games? So as he mentioned that all the games which are at a 7:30 start have so the bowlers get those extra 50 minutes till the due sets in, so that it becomes difficult for the batsman because the ball doesn't come in that well as it does in the later stage, post 5 overs. So for the first time, I saw him complain about something which is not in his hand. So I don't. How do you see that?
I mean, due has always been a case. If you look at Chennai as well, Chennai also has due. IPL played in April. There is definitely going to be a due factor. Mumbai's weather, Mumbai, there was a light drizzle in the air today. There will always be that element of dew, and it will be there in Chennai. It will be there in Bangalore as well to a certain extent. It might not be as much in Bangalore, but Chennai and Mumbai will have that dew. So Dhoni complaining about dew seems a little bit irrelevant, considering he comes in from a place which was also completely filled with dew. There was always dew in Chennai, maybe not as much as Mumbai, but there was always dew. So I mean, considering Chennai is just weak. It's not as strong as it has been in the past. Yes, they have big names, but you have to realize that they are all in the twilight of their career. They are almost at that stage where they are, if you realistically put Bravo on for sale right now, how many people do you really think will go for Bravo?
None.
From that Chennai team that you actually have right now, the only players that I see who probably will go in any auction right now, people will bid for them is Suresh Raina, Ravindra Jadeja, Shardul Thakur, and to a certain extent, I mean, not to a certain extent, but Sam Curran. Besides that, even Dhoni, if he's put out there on auction, I don't see any team going for him at this stage of his career.
Not
He's past it.
Yeah, I mean, it's still early days for that. I think this season is going to be one of those seasons wherein they do have some resistance on them. This was a complete one-sided game, but man, oh man, you have to talk about Suresh Raina, how he's batted throughout. That is one good. He and Sam Curran were the only two batsmen who belonged to this level of cricket.
With Suresh Raina, I will say that it wasn't Suresh Raina's batting brilliance. The pitch was a belter. So let's just
Correct,
say that it
correct,
wasn't Suresh Raina's
correct,
batting brilliance.
correct.
It was Rishabh Pant's poor captaincy. Suresh Raina has historically always had problems with bounce. Suresh Raina faced 7 overs from Ashwin and Amit Mishra. And he is brilliant against spinners. Even his mishits will go all the way out. So yes, Suresh Raina played brilliantly, but I don't think it was a real test of Suresh Raina, the player that we know of from history. And maybe some other team that brings in fast bowlers, we knew he was rusty. My plot would have been bring in a fast bowler, try him on bouncers, try, see how he fares early on in his innings. Eventually, he will be good at both. But Rishabh Pant, as a captain, we didn't see him chirping from behind the wickets. He was relatively quiet. So the pressure of captaincy, and maybe that eases out as he goes
So that's his first day
eventually.
as a leader in on the field, right? So you
Yes,
have to give him a little time for
yes.
everything to seep into, just go through, and there'll be a lot of emotions also running in the young man's head. So give him time. I think he'll get better at his
I
job.
hope
And
so. I
so
hope so. He will get better.
talking about young men, what's your take on Prithvi Shaw? It is
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The way he has adjusted. Sunil Gavaskar made a comment about his bat speed. That was always his problem, where everything was he was always going hard at everything. And now, if you look at all the shots besides the one that he went out for, where he looked completely out of balance and fell down as he was trying to hit, he looked completely in control. And it was, if he was having a level head, I don't think he would have got out today.
I think he made it was 100 for him. So there, I think I genuinely think he missed out on his ton. So and I think that this is going to be one of his biggest IPL seasons because he'll be coming on the selectors door knocking as the IPL ends. So I hope that that happens. And man, oh man, Shikhar Dhawan also played brilliantly. You can't take Shikhar Dhawan's inning out of the way he was tonking. That was like that was not even funny the way he was doing that, and might just
Due credit to him,
sorry,
all due credit to him. But again, remember, it's a belter of a track.
correct.
And Shikhar Dhawan, in spite of all these innings, it would be bad for Team India if Shikhar Dhawan continues with the exact same form that he is in, and they judge him for this, for batting on these flat tracks. And yes, we understand that the World Cup will be in India, and probably the tracks will be as flat as they are. But considering the kind of lot that we have in sitting in the wings with Mayank Agarwal, KL Rahul, Virat Kohli himself, Rohit Sharma, Prithvi Shaw, it will be unfair because all these players have a better strike rate than Shikhar Dhawan.
And young talent such as Avesh Shah coming in, Avesh Khan
Avesh
coming in
Khan.
and bowling those 140 Ks is a good sight to see.
Absolutely good side. Again, won't judge him from one. I mean, yesterday we saw someone come in and take a 5 wicket haul. So it's too soon. It's too soon. The bowling,
No,
it's
I'm
it's a
just saying
good thing that.
yeah, it's a good thing to see that he's getting over Umesh Yadav and Ishan Sharma, who are considered to be the greatest thing which is happening
And
around the world.
again, I would put the blame partially on Rishabh Pant for chasing such a big total when he had all these pace bowlers sitting in on the field. He could have at least tried something different with Suresh Raina and Moeen Ali going. That little partnership between Suresh Raina and Moeen Ali that actually gave them momentum. Credit to Moeen Ali. Moeen Ali actually was the one who started it with those two sixes, and he started going after Ashwin. But it was, again, nothing taking nothing away from Ashwin. It was a flat track, and Ashwin was looking pretty clueless, which is extremely rare for a bowler of his caliber. But it was just a flat track and a batting paradise.
Okay, on that note, so four more games for Chennai to play on this trot. Tomorrow it'll be it's Sunrisers Hyderabad taking on KKR. So that's it for today.
That's it for today. That's it for today. All right, guys. So if you have come in this far, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, give us a shout out if you like it. If you don't like it, leave us in a comment, and we will be glad to work on the content. That's all that we have for
On that
today.
note,
Stay healthy,
guys,
stay safe wherever you are.
bye bye.